Hey guys, I'm sitting here with the Randys, literally, and this, as always, at the beginning of the episode, I like to say a poem or a song or some reading selection that means a lot to the people that I'm interviewing. And these guys chose a song called "Cream" by Prince and the New Power Generation. So we're gonna read that to you now.
And we're shouting out to Alyssa Burcham because she deserves this.
She's a big Randys fan, so we want to shout out to Alyssa. Okay.
So it's you're so good, baby, there ain't nobody better.
So you should never ever go by the letter.
You're so cool. Everything you do is success.
Who make the rules, then break them all, because you are the best.
Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for kicking it. Hey, welcome to Can I Kick It? It's me, Alex, again with my good friends, the Randys. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Hey.
You have Jason Smith, KT Stewart, and Kurt Etherton. Kurt and I met, how long has that been, Kurt? Like 15 years ago, 20 years ago?
At least 15.
With Lane Arnott. Shout out to Lane Arnott.
Yeah.
That was when I started playing music, really, and you were a big part of that, man, so thank you.
Yeah.
Me and KT met at B-Dubs, I believe. You were friends with my kid's mom, Rachel.
Yeah.
And now they're doing big things. I met Jason at a party, but we know each other a little bit.
I was gonna say I worked at the same place too.
At B-Dubs at the same time as me? Oh, you didn't have your beard, did you?
Oh no.
You did?
I didn't work there at the same time as you. I worked there with Rachel.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, they're doing this new thing they're calling music, and they seem to be doing pretty well with it. They're one of the
fastest music.
yeah. It's one of the most original things I've seen around here in a while. And the first time I heard your music, I was like, thank God somebody's playing indie. You know, I know maybe are you guys comfortable with the label indie rock?
Well, we are independent. So
Yeah, I always wondered about that label. You know, indie, like what it actually means.
Independent, yeah.
Yeah. How would you guys describe some of your influences? Like, I feel like there's a little bit of a ska element almost to some of your stuff. Like the guitar strokes are a little kind of floaty, and you know what I mean?
We just kind of do what we think sounds good for each song. Like, because we tried to pin down a genre that we do, and there really isn't one.
Oh, it's
at least that I think of, like, is it's kind of all over the place at times. Like, there's goofy songs, there's serious songs, there's ones that sound bright and happy, ones that are just all dark and depressing. But
which brings me to the song "Cemetery Trot." Now, I have speculations, and I've done this a lot with music in the past, like with my friend, my cousin Jeremy Clymer, writes some pretty good music, and then I'm like, what's this mean? You know, I'm like, what's this deep esoteric meaning to it? And he's like, I don't know, dude, I was just putting the words in there.
Guess what that song's about?
I think I have a guess, and I'm gonna wager it right now.
All right.
So, is it about a stalker?
Oh.
I mean, lyrically, yeah.
I was going to say if you're talking about lyrics, but if you're talking about title.
Yeah, the title's a different thing. The music came in a completely different way.
Can you tell us some of the lyrics to it? Because I didn't have time to memorize them, but
Here, you do it.
you do it.
There you go.
See, I've got all night and wait outside.
That's the part. Yeah.
See you pass by your window.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
It sounds bad whenever you
Just talking it.
saying it. Yeah.
Like, oh, look at the time.
So who wrote it? Who's writing? You guys work together, right, to write lyrics?
Started with the music.
Yep. Started with the music.
Us, we wrote it.
Yep.
I was gonna say, they wrote the music when I was at work at the time, and then I think they finished coming up with the demo for the music and brought it in and played it for me while I was at work. And immediately I was like, I have an idea for a guitar part. And then I went home and did that, and then wrote all the lyrics out, which didn't take long on the lyrics because it's pretty much the same. Like the two verses are almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know.
And their formulas. Yeah.
I mean, in the lyrics themselves, there's only like 2 or 3 different words.
Like a repeating line.
That. You know,
Of course.
It's more of like the idea is like to drive the point that it had home, like in the repetition of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I'm writing music, I stay away from choruses, and I don't think it's out of like a formula or anything. It's just I freestyle everything I make. So yeah, I always admire people who can make a good chorus or a hook or something and stick with it. But Kurt knows what I'm talking about. We used to jam for hours, dude.
Yeah.
Those are good times. So the song's about, so who wrote the lyrics? You wrote the lyrics?
Jason wrote
Jason
the lyrics.
wrote the lyrics, okay.
Yep.
So you're talking about standing outside the window. Is this about you?
That's so funny. We've also asked him the same thing multiple
just-
times.
Is he dodging the
I don't know,
question?
it's just like, I don't know. It's like sometimes you just hear
I mean,
you
look
hear
at
something. yeah. It's like I wouldn't make a good stalker. I'm very
Yeah, you're big.
I'm very conspicuous.
Yeah.
I can't just I can't just stand outside your house and no one's gonna call the cops.
It's like chest, shoulders, head above the bush. Yeah. So is it more about paranoia then?
No, it's just I don't know, man. Like it just I guess the first line, like there was part for the guitar part that I thought of, and I don't know why it just made me think the line like I've got all night and I can wait outside. And I was like,
Okay.
then after that, it's just kind of filling it in. Like, where do you want to take it? You want to be weird with it? You want to be creepy?
Want
Let's go
to pull a
let's go-
Radiohead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just be like, let's go creepy. Kate's got to sing it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed in
Thanks.
some of your lyrics that like the one song I was questioning, I was like, is KT talking about being in love with a girl? And then I thought maybe you wrote it.
No,
No?
that's
She wrote
mine.
that about
Yeah.
being in love with a girl.
Yep.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I won't name drop her.
No, it's cool. But you should though.
I
You
was
should shout it out.
about to, and then I was like, man, then I do seem like a creep. So no, I'm not.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I noticed
I
that.
actually wrote Cemetery about her stalking that girl.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God, I had no idea. Okay, that makes sense.
That's hilarious. So I noticed a theme of like there's a lot of love in your songs, or at least romantic love, right?
Yeah.
Is that something? Are you guys all like seeing somebody now, or do you guys all have significant?
Who
others?
has time to-
I don't write.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'll say I have a lady friend. Yeah.
Cool, a lady friend.
Yeah.
And you guys don't have kids, right? But you do.
I have a kid. Yeah.
How old's Mickey now?
He's 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Finn's 5, so he's right behind him.
Yeah.
So what are some of the other things? Okay, let me talk about now your ambitions as far as your band. Like, don't you get frustrated being in this area with there being a lack of opportunity? Didn't you guys go to Nashville or no Louisville once, right?
I mean, we've been
Been all over.
all over the place. It's awful because 3 hours. No matter where, if St. Louis is 3 hours, Chicago's 5, Nashville's like 3.5. Or I'm sorry, Louisville's 3.5,
Indy's 2.5.
2.5.
Gotta go
Bloomington.
almost 3 hours in any direction to actually play a show.
However, what we've noticed is that because it's so affordable in this area, it really allows us to help. It gives us a lot more freedom and a lot more time to write and create because we're not slaving away in jobs paying for rent, you know?
Yeah.
Mind you, we're talking about venues also.
Oh,
Specifically, not
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we can play around here, but those are
we
the
have
shows.
to do like 3-4 hour bar
3-4 hour
shows.
sets with a lot of
Yeah.
covers.
A lot of covers.
Like,
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
And that's
exactly
not
what
where
we
the
set out
passion's
to
at
do.
with music, dude. Covers are great.
They can be fun
Yeah.
sometimes,
I
but
mean, we have fun doing them. We do a lot of
Yeah.
them for us, you know.
But when you get the drunk people out in the crowd, they're like, play Steely Dan or something, and you're like,
Yeah.
who?
that's not even our style.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Jason would,
We're
dude. He'd
only
be like,
playing
no.
Fleetwood
Yeah.
Mac,
Yeah.
as I say, that's about the
Dreams
best
for
balance.
3 hours.
which is
The best balance we found is like we all like Fleetwood Mac, and
And so-
apparently so do the drunk people. So.
I'm sure they
So
do.
it's like probably the one thing that we play out of covers that everyone seems
That
to
seems
do.
kind of like right up KT's alley too.
So
Like
just-
Kate, like Fleetwood Mac, you're kind of witchy a little bit.
Oh,
Like,
I mean, you know, Stevie Nicks and I, our birthdays are like 2 days apart. I'm actually
okay.
71.
I was going to say, she doesn't look that old. but
what's
she
your
is.
life number?
Oh, 3?
3. Mine's 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you still pretty into that stuff lately? Or?
no.
I'm kind of getting away from it as I get older. Like I'm realizing that there's more rationality to life than I thought. It's still mystical.
Yeah,
You know,
of
there's still a
course.
mystical element, but I've kind of come into some wisdom about. Well, number one, I I keep my tarot and stuff like that to myself.
Yeah, don't ever tell anybody.
Well, it
You
just
know?
kind of alienates you from people right off the jump. And, you know,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah, it does.
What's your sign? You know, and they're like, oh, God, this fucking.
Yeah.
As soon as she starts talking to me, she's like, "This crazy thing about these numbers," or like she'll say anything. to me,
Gematria or
immediately-
something.
It's like talking to my dad about Lord of the Rings. Like, watch my eyes just drift up in the top of my head. Like, oh my God, I don't care. I don't care at all.
So, you guys have anything coming up that you want to talk about, like events, or
Oh man.
you're available? You're available for shows right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna hook you up
I'll
with a
put
bunch
this
of
the second
people.
half.
So we currently haven't started booking ourselves. We've
Man,
just
we-
been
With the
People just-
COVID deal.
No,
Yeah.
people just people just keep
people-
calling us.
We have a lot that we had to cancel on
Yeah.
pre-COVID.
The thing.
So we got a lot of those guys getting back a hold of us.
Yeah, I think it's
follow
time. It's high time that we start getting stuff back together after this COVID stuff because
Yeah, I mean, as long as people are comfortable with doing it.
Of course.
yeah,
It's all
I
about
don't-
respecting people's
Yeah,
boundaries.
exactly. Like I don't personally wear a mask unless I have to,
Mm-hmm.
but I respect people that want to wear masks and want to protect themselves. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of been, and that's my general attitude about life. Is just like you do your thing and I'll do mine. As long as I'm not hurting anybody or disrespecting them, then fine. I mean, what? So, did you guys have a lot of time during the COVID stuff to write and spend some time together?
Yeah,
and-
once we got past the depression, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty
Ironically, we
bad.
decided we were going to take a month break the month leading up to it happening.
Mm-hmm.
So we took a break and didn't really do. We just kind of chilled for a month, and then that happened, and then we're like, oh,
Now we've got 18 months of break. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we
good
still
God.
practiced and
oh,
everything.
we got back to it.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a couple of COVID scares, I guess. Nobody actually got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To my
Yeah,
knowledge.
we
I
just
mean-
had
But
we just
we-
had some things where we were like,
All right.
one of us might better not get together until we find out.
Mm-hmm.
I had it in now this is speculation, but I had it. I was in rehab, not this Christmas, but the one before that, and my nurse was like, "I've never seen a flu like this." I started getting blood was coming out of my nose from the deep cavities of my nose. I had 104 temperature. I couldn't hardly breathe. Like my breaths were real shallow. And they quarantined me to a room with this other guy that would not shut up, dude. This guy just kept talking. And I mean, he was sick too. He had whatever this was. This is like,
Save your energy. Quit talking.
yeah. Oh, dude, some people, you know,
Yeah.
some people's kids. But anyway, I had blood coming out of my nose, and I was I didn't have any stomach complications, so I was wondering. I was like, I've never had a flu like this. And then they started talking about COVID in March, so I still don't know. It was really bizarre, dude. I don't know. Sometimes I have this like paranoid conspiracy in my head that like I'm on the Truman Show, and
Oh, yeah.
I think that all the
you
time.
guys ever get that?
I mean, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, are people talking to me through the television? Like, for real? Is this happening?
Am I schizophrenic or really
I-
perceptive?
I actually thought there was a point in my, maybe like a year
There's
and a
that
half
glazed
ago.
over look, yeah.
Yeah, right. He's done. He's out. No, but what was it? The thought was, that Kurt and I were both, or that I was a mental patient, and that Jason and Kurt were actually just here to babysit me. That was a thought I
It's
had.
not far off.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if I'm mentally handicapped and nobody's telling me. You know what I mean? But there's no way they would let me do a podcast, or would they?
Or would they?
So,
Therapeutic.
so the song I was talking about, Maria, was that it? Was that? I want to kind of explore what that song's all about. Who wrote that?
Oh man. That's
Okay,
one.
so but you're singing it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, she's both singing.
I was
It's a
gonna say,
split.
she
Yeah,
does.
it's a split
She does
bit.
first person. I do.
Maria and Becky, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, is this about some heartbreak? I'm guessing.
No,
No,
no.
just some
Just,
rude
we-
bitches.
We were done with practice one night, and as they were getting ready to leave, I just picked up an acoustic and I started playing. I had the chord pattern of it, and then I just started coming up with just some lyrics to telling a story about these two sad bitches. And,
Man, people
Sad
hate
bitches.
it. We were at the Verve in Terre Haute a month ago or something, and after we were done with the song, I hear this girl in the audience. People are clapping, but I hear this one girl go, "That's not funny." I was like,
yeah, I don't.
Whoops.
A lot of
Oh, I missed that. That was too bad.
be like, okay, by a raise of hands, who out here has had a parent die in a car crash? I think we already found her.
Screening.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's just a fun song because the juxtaposition of like it's a really fun, upbeat, happy song with really horrible, sad lyrics and bad things happening.
Yeah, that seems to be a pattern with your music. Like,
I just think it's fun.
yeah. Well, a lot of my favorite songs, like you said earlier, Radiohead's really good at having these bright, eloquent the music, you know, and then you get into the lyrics and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, this is terribly sad. Are you guys writing anything right now?
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Do you guys always write music first, lyrics after?
Not always, but it's kind of
No, that's a rule.
that's kind of how it ends up working out most of the time because music's a lot easier.
It is when you make the music.
probably every song that's been created every which way we possibly could, but mostly the music comes first.
Dude, so Kurt, when did you switch to drums? I don't even remember you being a drummer back in the day. You guys all play different instruments, right?
Yeah.
Don't you play keyboard?
No, I don't
You
know.
seem like you should play keyboard.
Thanks. Look at these hands. No, no. I play rhythm guitar. He plays lead. Kurt
Right.
plays drums, and then we have for live shows we do backing tracks.
Okay.
So we will pre-record the other instruments that we, so we don't have to hire other people.
Like-
Yeah.
Like for the most part, like he and I both play several instruments, but like wouldn't say that we're like neither of us are
Yeah.
bass players, neither of
Okay.
us are really piano
And
players.
you guys usually don't have bass, do you?
Yeah,
no,
we
well,
do.
I mean, it's always there because like we record it. And then,
So usually when
play
we're
along.
demoing, one of us will write a bass line to go back with it, and it might get
Just
altered or
something simple
all the
and
time.
to carry.
Yeah.
But it's not either one of our none of them are our primary instruments, so we're not. I would never say like oh I can play bass around better than anyone. Like
Right.
it's not true at all.
No.
Like, but I can play it.
So when you're playing live, do you record the bass and play it while you're playing?
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I
Yeah.
played at tracks.
Does that work for
I
you?
can click- yeah.
I mean, do you think it could be better though if you actually found a bass player, or are you guys pretty comfortable with the dynamic you have
We-
going on?
We
It's so
ha-
much easier doing this schedule.
Yeah.
Or a schedule around 3 people instead
You
of
guys,
trying to have-
right? Yeah,
What
that's
we're missing
true.
is the jamming ability.
yeah.
We can't like a lot of times if we want to play a song live and we want to extend it or something like that,
Yeah.
we can't really do it. We've got to stick to the tracks and what's pre-recorded.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, we don't have a bass.
So is that something you're? Oh, because of the recorded
Yeah,
bass.
there's
Okay.
Right.
ways that
Yeah.
we can.
We could make it
ways
happen.
there's ways we've been talking about where we can, get like MIDI foot pedals and stuff.
Live
and-
loop.
And, be
So
able to live loop
if the
and stuff.
crowd's into it, you're like you just kind of do a nod. I was wondering about that with bands. Like, how do
Yeah.
you like? Hey, let's keep going without talking.
Our method now is
Yeah.
we just kind of have to encore.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
We basically save a couple of decent songs for the end, and if anybody's into it and starts chanting, we'll
Yeah.
throw in another song or two. But as far as extending any right now, it's not something we can do.
Have you had some amazing shows where like you felt electric when you walked off stage, where people were like, like
Yeah.
hyped up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about how that felt for the first time. I mean, it had to be like a great moment of triumph. Sort
It's
of.
always nice for the drive home.
Oh yeah, high. You're high off of it. Yeah.
You're amped up and you're like, oh man, maybe I'm not wasting my complete life.
It's a lot better than when it goes like we actually were talking about one show the other night that I just try to forget. But
Everything about
So
it.
let's talk about that. Yeah.
oh, the worst one.
Yeah, the worst.
All
one.
right. The bartender was out of her mind. There was a super racist dude in the corner that just kept screaming obscene things. His entire family shows up. I had taken something to help my nerves, and I completely forgot everything. So we were.
Oh, my
I would
God.
just like completely forget. But anyway, so it was horrible. And then and I feel like there was it was just terrifying. It was a terrible time.
Yeah, this old racist guy though, that was
Oh,
there.
it's the worst.
He was already
What was he even doing there?
Drinking
right.
obsessively.
drinking
Oh my
excessively
god.
and yelling.
drinking Fireball, and that's when I quit drinking.
Man,
Yeah, that's right. You
Fireball.
did.
Like, 'cause this
You
guy
did
was
after
like,
that.
he was
trying
trashed
to turn
at
it
7
like
o'clock when we got there to set up, and they didn't throw him out. Actually, they didn't even throw him out. The
No.
bartender let him take his car
Her
and
car.
drive home at like 2 in the morning.
She,
car, yeah.
she let him take her car.
She's like, here, you just
Get out of
drive
here.
home.
After he
He's
knocked my sister to the
knocking-
ground.
knocking
I'm feeling like
tables
this
over.
is there's some drugs involved.
Put it
here.
this
Oh
way,
my
this is the
God.
only, this
Probably
is the
with those
only
two, yeah.
only
Yeah.
show we've ever threatened to beat somebody up
On
From
stage.
On stage.
On stage.
Yeah.
Like, we're still here.
If somebody doesn't kick the shit out of that guy, I'm going to.
That's rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
Until there's violence at your show, you're not making it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know.
No, I'm
Unfortunately, it
kidding,
had to come
obviously.
from
But,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are not violent people whatsoever.
No.
No, not at
But
all.
if someone's doing some not pleasant things, you
Well, he
know.
also said we sucked.
Yeah. No, he didn't say you suck.
You should have handed him the guitar.
You know what? In his defense, we did that night.
We
Yeah,
did suck
it
that
was
night.
He threw you way off. So in the future, do you think you'll be able to handle something like that a little better now that you've had that experience?
well,
It'll never happen like that again.
We just won't.
You're never
go
going back to that bar, are you?
That bar is not. for
They said like, hey, if you're ready,
wanna
like,
come back?
no fucking
No.
way, get out of here. Yes, they asked us to come back.
Dude, so
No way.
Babalu's was a great
Oh,
venue
man.
in my opinion. I love
Yeah.
the windows behind the
Beautiful
stage,
place.
and I wish, did Guy sell it or what? He didn't own it, did he? He just
I'm
managed
not
it.
really sure,
He
you know.
managed
I haven't talked to Guy in a
I think
while.
he managed it, and then somebody else, like I think whoever did own it, bought it. I think, and then then they still wanted music, but they didn't want it loud. And
Right,
so
because
then
it was
that
back
just
open
kinda-
when he wasn't.
It kind of just made that fall apart.
Well, it was one of the only places around here you could go do open mic, and I need.
Yeah.
I'm a musician. I make my own stuff, but I can't really jam with other people. Sometimes I can, but I'm trying really hard to. I have like 12 or 14 songs that I could, but I need to try them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think something that we're going to try to do, maybe you guys could help with this in the future. Have you guys be the mainliners and then have an open mic before you guys,
Yeah,
encourage
that
some
sounds
people
great.
to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anybody out there has any ideas on how you could help with that, I'm trying to build a community here in Vincennes to bring back art and culture. So get a hold of me or reach out to the Randys, but you have to buy their shirts first.
You want to buy our shirts.
Yeah,
They're
they're pretty
amazing.
cool, yeah.
And we make them ourselves.
What do you guys actually do the screen printing yourself? Or?
Yeah.
So is that something you're into then?
Yeah, I used to be more like I used to actually do it for money, like whenever I was going to college. But
It had a name, and I was an employee for a bit.
Oh yeah, LLC or something.
yeah, like all that, but
close.
it just didn't.
An LL. Yeah.
Just stop doing it in bartending instead, because it's a lot easier to just hand people beer for money and
It is. Yeah.
than try to go out and.
Boy, nothing
Find
makes you want to
customers
quit
to do it
drinking
from.
more than being a bartender for a little bit. I
Yeah.
figured that out pretty quick. Yeah.
Sir, I feel super bad for anybody still in the service industry. Like, power to you guys, you know?
Not only that, with the COVID deal,
Yeah.
it hurting.
Yeah.
So you guys are you still working at B Dubs?
No.
No. What do you do now? Just for your regular income?
This.
And then,
Is this what you're doing? Cool.
And I just started working at the golf course here in town, helping a buddy of mine.
Elks?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a greenskeeper. I just help
That's awesome,
whatever he
dude.
needs. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually work for a hybrid publishing company as well, but it's
Like paper publishing?
paper, and they do ebooks as well. So
They almost have to do ebooks now, don't they?
yeah, Jason does it too. So just editing
What's
stuff.
the
and-
company you want to shout out to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, they're called GWN Publishing, and they're like a subdivision of Longbar Creative Solutions. They also build websites. The whole company can do all kinds of stuff for business-related things. So, but
Cool.
the publishing thing is the fun thing. So,
I'm gonna do something cool while you guys are here. I don't have my Red Bull. I'm gonna shout out to Red Bull because I love Red Bull and I want them to sponsor us. And so we're gonna send this to Red Bull. This isn't gonna work without the can, is it? Never mind. All right, it was just a hairbrain.
You love it.
Yeah.
sounds like you like core a lot better.
Oh, I do love Core. I
Core.
like any alkaline water. Yeah, let's try a Core.
Try it. See
Let's
what
give it a
it's-
shot. Drink Core. It's good for your core.
So good. So
Take a drink, Kurt. Yeah.
refreshing.
Was it backwards? Yeah, look at Kurt. Look how refreshed he looks. You can almost see his mood improving. Anyway, so tell me about the first time you went on stage together. Where was it and how'd it go?
Bobbaloo's. It was Bobbaloo's.
I love that place. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it was when Guy
impromptu
was
thing.
running it.
really?
It
Were you
took
there
us
for an
a
open
while
mic
to-
or?
It took us
It
a while
was-
to schedule our first show.
Wasn't it? I think our open mic fell on the night that we practiced. Was how it worked. So we would basically cut practice short that day, and then load up our stuff and head over.
Yeah, and if he didn't
And
have
go
a bunch
play.
of people like already wanting to do open mic, we'd just go up and set up our stuff and play for like.
He let you go for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
we
we were
played for
able to-
about an hour. I think.
Nerves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had never been in a band before this, so
I didn't think you had. I didn't even know you played music until I heard about the Randies.
it's hilarious.
So.
I didn't know I played either. You know.
I knew you sang because you sang at work all the time. Yeah.
Oh man, I try to forget everything that happened then. But yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was an actor. I actually had told somebody the other day, I'm a method actor playing a
nice.
musician.
Yeah.
So
Method actor playing
Yeah.
a musician.
yeah, it's going well.
So, what do you think you guys are gonna do? Are you gonna make music videos, or do you have any plans in mind? Because that's something we could work with you with if
Yeah.
you want.
We've had some ideas, but really it's like right now like the focus has to be like we were
I
talking
can
about
Making the
other day,
content first.
Yeah.
After these past
Yeah.
like the past couple of years, like
We have 25 songs. We've only
technically
recorded
only recorded,
six.
like,
We technically don't. I was gonna say we don't have an album out yet.
No, we have an EP.
Yeah, I was looking for
EP,
one.
yeah.
Couldn't find
Yeah.
it.
We have
Yeah.
an EP and we've released singles, but collectively,
Yeah.
we don't have an album.
Like,
So
even
that's
though
something.
we were hoping to get a whole bunch recorded this last year. You know, during COVID, once we started like getting back together and doing stuff. But then like we ended up switching areas where we practiced like 3 times, I guess,
Yeah.
altogether. So
We're struggling with that too.
we spent most of the time just going in, getting a new place set up, and then you know once
Tearing it
we're
down.
once we're ready,
Ready
we're
to-
like, hey, it's all set up. We can go now. Like
Get
shit,
out.
we gotta
Yeah.
move.
Yep.
So when with the nerves, is it less now? You
Yeah.
find there's still a healthy amount of excitement though, right?
Yeah,
Excitement,
for
yes.
Not really nerves.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know.
Pretty
between-
much the only time nerves really comes up is like, I'd say if you
Big
haven't even
show.
started
Yeah.
and shit's already going really bad.
Oh yeah, one of
say
those
between,
days.
Like,
Yeah.
it's, like if you like we've had a couple where it's just a bunch of technical difficulties. Just,
It's frustrating. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about not only what music you're listening to now, but what music has influenced your music. Would you say, if any at all? And Kurt, you want to start with you, like what you're into right now?
Yeah, what I'm into right now is not the same as what's influenced me. I would say.
Okay.
I keep going to Silverchair.
Damn, I forgot about
Recently, man.
Silverchair. 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, Young Modern. I listen to that album all the time.
I'll have to check
Watch
that
them
out.
live.
It's their newest. It's their last one.
Last
2000.
Early 2000s. Yeah.
2007.
Doesn't sound
Okay.
anything like Silverchair. He doesn't sing the same way anymore. It's not the same kind of music
It's
as
good.
they used to play. Like
Yeah.
it's completely
When I think of Silverchair, my mind automatically goes to Marcy Playground and Presidents of the United States of America, like that kind
Just
of
that-
chunk of time. Yeah, that was such a
Yeah.
good time for me. And I wonder sometimes if it's because I was 12, 13 at the time, or if it's because it really was just that good, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I listened to Korn recently, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, this is still
Me
good.
too.
Yeah. I still love Korn. Yeah.
I think we did that like
Which
2
I
weeks
in the
ago.
gym.
did.
Playing in the gym.
Oh, it's great gym music. Yeah.
What was it? Got the Life, I think, came on when we were at the gym. I think it was when you were out of town, though.
Did Kurt Hulk out when that? Did you start hulking out whenever that came on? Yes. Limp Bizkit. Yeah. I was just thinking about doing a cover of Faith by George Michael's.
Yeah.
Like not like Limp Bizkit does. I want to make it more gay. You know what I mean?
Ah, very good.
Instead of going like a masculine version with it. You guys should do that actually. Do Faith.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be bad.
No, yeah.
I think I'd rather do One More Try by George Michael.
I don't know that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
It's a lot
awesome.
different.
It's crazy good. I actually thought it was Cher for the longest time. It sounds more like her voice, like the inflections in it, and then you're like, oh, that's George Michael. Right on. Yeah.
That's my boy.
You gotta be careful about doing covers, don't you? As a band, like for your
Yeah.
image or whatever. Like you want to be selective,
For sure.
Not only that, we just don't want to be we don't want to be known as a cover band.
right?
So we're kind of selfish when it comes to it. Honestly, most of the covers we play are for us.
Yeah, that's
Like we'll each pick a handful and then
it's like a break
pick a
on
handful out of
stage.
that
Yeah.
handful and put it together.
Yeah, I was super, super adamant about playing There's a Light That Will Never Go Out by the Smiths.
got shut down.
No, hell no.
It's
No,
so
no,
much
no,
fun.
no. It's such a good song. Good
I don't
song.
know if anyone ever likes it or.
It doesn't matter.
I think there's been one
Love
person.
it.
I
She does.
think, yeah, I like it a lot.
I do
It's a
too.
good one.
But I was gonna say there's only been one person on a show. Now actually it was the Cutters, and I don't want to name drop him, but
Eric. Yeah.
No,
Cotter?
at Cutters.
Oh, Cutters. I thought you said Eric Cotter.
No, I don't want to
Yeah.
name drop.
Nice
I don't
guy.
want to name drop who it was, but they're like, hey man, I like that Smiths, nice. Like, hey,
One person.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
glad you liked it. We liked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like Big D the way you said it.
No, it wasn't. I'll tell you. who it
We're
was.
actually playing a show with Big D
Yeah.
on
Are you?
the 4th of July at the Bruceville
I don't know if he knows.
Rod and Gun Club. Yeah, I don't know if he knows.
The
either.
Rod and Gun Club, although it's just like a kind of an older person's hangout, I've
Good.
seen some good shows there.
Awesome.
It's a good venue,
Yeah, I
really.
saw a good bluegrass band there one time.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
No, it's what's that one?
New Old Cavalry.
Yes.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're coming to the festival in October or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I know those guys. They're really cool, and they're nice guys, even though they're big timers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get back to this. So what else you listening to, Kurt? You got Silverchair.
Always Weezer.
Oh yeah.
All of the old stuff, new stuff, mostly old stuff. There's a band called Rat Hammock. Listening to lately.
From Australia.
Australian band.
Australia's got a lot of good music coming out right
yeah,
now.
Silverchair.
Yeah.
Glass, are they from Australia?
They
I
are.
did not know that.
They are.
Glass Animals.
I didn't know they were from Australia.
Yeah, that guy is.
Okay.
Or
they
no,
have
it might be New Zealand. Same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
There was one other Australian band. Was it
Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers.
You would like them if you're into that other stuff.
Yeah, sure.
This song, I wish I could play it right now, but it would probably get taken off of YouTube. You know?
Yeah.
I want to do that all the time. You know. You guys, you listen to any hip hop, Kurt?
Sometimes I do.
Like what specifically? I'm always interested to hear what rockers listen to in the hip hop arena.
Man, old stuff like Master P, Get It.
Oh wow. Yeah, dude, DMX just died. Rest
Yeah,
in
we were
peace.
listening to him
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He went through a hard addiction, and I feel for that. So KT, let's get. Oh, we didn't talk about what's influencing your music now, if anything.
Man, honestly, that's hard to say because I feel like a lot of the stuff that I try not to listen to anything a lot when I'm writing.
You don't want to emulate
Vice
anyone.
versa. Yeah, I don't want to get because like we've had times where, especially he and I, where we've sat down to write a song after watching a concert or going to see one or something.
Bleeds through. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
It just sounds like a knock. Like what? You can tell exactly what
Yeah.
we were listening to. So I try not to, but I feel like in the earlier days, like a lot of early Weezer, you know, same stuff I listen to now, just Blue Album, Pinkerton, a little bit of the Green. George Harrison, love George Harrison.
Oh,
Jeff-
all things
actually,
must pass, dude.
Yeah, and Jeff,
Nobody knows about
Jeff
it.
Lynne
Yeah.
is another one, I guess.
ELO, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's probably one of my
Ever.
favorite producers.
I had a 92 Grand Marquis that was smashed up in the front. We called it Baby Blue, and we used to drive to Winslow and go jump off the cliffs and swim during the summer.
Nice.
And I only had one cassette tape. That's all I had in that car, and it was Greatest Hits ELO.
Man,
and I had it. Me and all my friends had this resurgence of ELO. We'd be singing it at school, and everybody's like, "What the hell are you singing?"
It's better than my cousin. He got the Great Malenko stuck in my
Oh my
my
God.
grandma's Pontiac.
It was stuck.
Pontiac Sunfire. The tape wouldn't come out. You couldn't even listen to the other side.
That's
It
ICP
was
for you.
old school tape deck. It was cheap shit. Old car. Yeah.
The dating game, dude. Oh my God. I showed my mom that one time. I was like, she's like, "What's this clown posse stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, wait, Mom, I can't wait to show her this." We shut it off, needless to say, in about 30 seconds. You know?
She was not
Oh.
a fan.
Old stretch nuts got to her. Yeah.
My old roommate came in one day, and like Kurt and I had passed out in the living room with just ICP videos playing.
Oh my God.
So he woke up, he's like, "What
Busted.
the hell is going on in here?" And I don't think it actually started like that. We were watching Andrew WK videos.
I like
They're
Andrew
ridiculous,
WK.
but
Yeah.
there was like YouTube went in and did its own thing where like Andrew WK was playing at the Gathering, like the Juggalo Fest or whatever. you know?
Really?
Yeah, he was playing there and getting booed off stage, and we were laughing. Then we fell asleep, and then it just kept playing Gathering and ICP videos.
Wake
Dude,
up
I saw a
in the
video the
morning,
other day.
go again.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
like,
what?
I remember I woke up at one point. I was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I was like, went back to sleep.
That's what my question is.
I watched this video the other day of juggalos marching with Trump supporters
Oh,
into
okay.
Washington. Oh my God, watch it.
Just crazy.
Watch it. Oh,
Were
it's
they wearing their nice clothes or?
no.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're painted out.
Oh.
Full painted out with the
Which-
Trump supporters marching on. I don't even know what the cause was, but I
spray of Fago.
yeah.
Which they have at Hog Rock, where you go.
Yeah.
It's
Well, they used to, yeah.
That's a biker rally, right?
yeah, but,
Yeah.
but right
Yeah.
around that time they have the gathering at the same place. Like when it's when Hog Rock's not going on there.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they
Okay.
do anymore. I think ICP, or I think whoever actually puts on the festival burned them down there, and like they still owe like several $1,000s.
Oh man.
I thought I heard that from one of those methed out bikers down there.
That's the
Who
great
owes who?
through the
The
grapevine.
Clown Posse
Yeah.
owes the venue, or the
Yeah.
other way
Yeah.
around?
Oh
the
no.
Clown Posse owes them like they.
Wow. Oh, from tearing shit up, probably.
Yeah.
So back to okay, let's move on to KT. What are you listening to right now?
Oh,
About ICP.
Yeah, I like that. So Kurt's a juggler. Okay.
actually, the other day I was saying like I want to be like Whitney Houston and Freddie Mercury had a baby, and I think Kurt said, "Better be careful what you wish for, because you're gonna end up with AIDS and a crack habit." But
Yes, I did.
yes, but
Damn.
but honestly, like. Let's be completely real right now.
Yeah.
I'm super into right now Catfish and the Bottlemen, Cage the Elephant. Okay. I'm also extremely into the Randys. I just love them so much.
They're amazing.
So good. Really innovative. Their lead singer is a babe. And then I'm also extremely into AFI, even though I know that they're getting older and I know they haven't really put out a really awesome album in like a really long time.
Yeah.
But I'm so committed. Like anytime something comes out from them, I'm just like, it's gonna be the one. It's gonna be
Nathaniel
the.
used to try to get me to listen to AFI, and it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
too. The aesthetic was just turned me off.
I
I was
just
never an emo
love it.
kid, really. I like Death Cab, but you know,
Death Cab's great, but yeah, I mean those
that's
are
as emo as I get, really. Bright
are
eyes.
my
Yeah.
my shining stars for the most part. Like currently, like if you're, I mean, of course, the Smiths, and there's all kinds of other
Oh, yeah.
amazing bands, but
Joy Division. Yeah.
I actually don't like Joy Division.
Really? I guess. Well, it's Smithy, right? Though, would you agree?
It's so messy, and their lead singer. I mean, I know he died and everything because of the seizures and he killed
didn't know
himself.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
he totally offed himself because he would have these
Just
seizures.
in so much pain. Yeah.
But they started a new band after he died called New Order, and I actually like it better.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I think
I don't think I ever knew that New Order and Joy Division were connected.
it's what they formed after
If
he
you like
died.
Joy Division, you probably love. Man, I just blanked out. Damn it! Who was I just gonna say? Interpol. Yeah.
I actually like Interpol.
Obstacle One and Evil is amazing. Remember that song Rosemary?
Yeah, I liked that one a lot. I think you don't like his voice, right? Like his voice kind of drives you nuts or something.
I don't think I know what Interpol sounds like.
It's that one with it's the music video where like the person like the
puppet.
drunk
Yeah.
driver hits the guy and he's like
all
singing on the
puppets,
side like in a
yeah.
puppet.
No, every time I just think of Interpol, I just everything
Actual
every-
Interpol.
Everything I start thinking of, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure that's Block Party.
Block Party
Party's
was
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, but I don't think I remember what Interpol actually sounded like. It was one of the. I remember when they were out and everything else that was out at that time too, but I don't think I ever really. Got
Yeah, it
into
bleeds together. It's like basically I listened to everything that was on 89.1. You know, the
Yeah.
radio station around here,
Yeah.
the Bash. All right, so what would you say your? I guess you kind of went into your influences.
I
Didn't
mean,
you?
that's
Yeah.
me in a nutshell right there.
Okay.
I mean, I'll have things
Well,
that
your
I
voice
love.
your voice is very unique. I tried to think of like who you sound like, and I can't really do it.
Good,
It's not,
good.
It's definitely not anybody from the Cranberries.
Definitely not from the current. We get that so often, and I'm like, listen, I know I'm Irish, but
Yeah.
Get it.
I don't get it. I don't get that comparison.
I don't
Yeah.
either. I am
don't have
not
that-
rich or dead, so
It's
like,
happened
with
at
it.
least 7 times.
The Cranberries and Four Non Blondes were kind of the
Oh.
same, more or less. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. The voice. Well, it's maybe not their voice, but there's like a certain.
I'll have to disagree with you. on
What do you
that.
call that? Like
Linda Perry's got a
arpeggio
really
style
crazy
singing or
voice.
something. Who?
Linda Perry from
Four Non Blondes?
She's got a really
Dude, I love covering
she's got really
that
interesting
song.
voice. That's a-
What's going on? Yeah.
like I don't really care for that song much, but she's
Just because it got played out, or
actually
just don't
pretty
like
good.
it.
She was
Yeah.
a really good producer, and she I don't know, it's just got a really annoying hook. after a while. But, hey,
Yeah.
Yep, it's like,
What's going on?
But
Yeah, it is a little.
made her a shitload of money.
Right?
Oh hell yeah! It's still
She's a
being
really
making
good
her
producer,
money.
and she's got a really interesting voice, I think.
So okay, let's move on to Big Jace. What are you listening to right now?
You know what I mostly listen to? Randy's.
The
Yeah,
Rand, yeah.
Honestly,
The
That's mostly
Randys.
what I listen
I listen to my own stuff a lot, and I realize how
Oh.
egotistical that is, and I'm like,
It sounds
Jesus.
egotistical, and I've heard about like Oasis and stuff.
But
like,
they always say
putting on
make
their
the
own
music you want to
albums.
listen to, right?
Why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would
What's
you
the
make
point
it
of
if you didn't
making
like
songs?
it?
you don't
Right.
like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And actually, mostly it's not even that. It's not even because I enjoy it. I guess it's because
Trying to get better.
What can we do? What can we do here? Or, you know, like
Production and editing.
yeah, it's a it's the work side of it, but
Yeah.
I still do enjoy hearing them sometimes. The most fun I think is like, or the most what I like listening to the most is like if you know I've got an idea that one of us has come up with, and I just throw it on my phone, drive around listening to it for a while.
Let
see
it
what
let it
comes out
marinate.
of it,
Yeah.
and then or if like you've already got something, you're like oh, I like that a lot. Then you just listen to it over and over and over. But,
Until it's burned in, and not only that, but if you listen to it enough, you don't have to try to memorize it while you're on stage trying to get into the actual guitar playing. I have a lot of struggles with playing guitar and singing at the same time if I'm doing a cover, but if it's my own music, it's so much easier if I wrote it. So how much of a struggle would you say you guys have with playing stuff for yourself? Like I said, people always say, play the music you want to hear versus making things that you know people are going to want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
There's
we
a
don't
balance
care what
there.
other people
Not at all.
want. No, I'm just joking. I'm sorry.
we kind of do it for the covers.
the
like,
Randys
you know,
say "fuck you."
We'll
Yeah.
try to find covers that we like and that people might actually like.
No,
but
or
for the
like.
most part, like with our original music, it's just
If you don't like it,
Right.
we're not for you.
Yeah, very
I was gonna say,
true.
if I'm not into it, it doesn't make it past like 12 or 13 seconds worth of
Yeah.
recording before I'm just like, yeah, never mind. On to the
Next.
thing.
Yeah.
And
I might revisit it, but
I'd say the
It's
only
fun.
way we've ever curtailed our writing is like for a while we were stuck on all these really slow jams.
very chill
Mm-hmm.
is
They were
the way
very
to
chill,
describe.
but they were a lot. They were
Depressive?
A lot of fun, but it
Just
was not so much
slow.
that.
Just
They're
chill.
just slow, and we're like we need to stop writing these. For
Need to amp
It
it
was like
up a
everything
little.
was set
Yeah.
at like 120 beats per minute, and that was about it. And just
Yeah, like we need something with some kind of energy if if we're trying to keep people interested in a live show.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
these songs are still like we still like these songs, like but it's like if you're doing a 10-song set, you can have like 2 of those songs in there. Everything else has got to be kind of more energy. So people just get bored and go out and smoke. or get a
True.
drink.
Is there a standard number of songs or an amount of time that is a set, like by industry standards or whatever?
we play all different kinds, so not really.
And it just kind of
Because-
depends on
What do you guys
time
usually do?
slots.
Like an hour and
Well,
then
at a
break and
venue-
then do
at a
another hour?
venue, It's typically a multi-band set for us, anyways, and so like it'll be 40 minutes, 45 minutes. You get 15 minutes for the next band to swap out, or
True,
vice
yeah.
versa. But we get into a lot of shows like when we were playing at Coco's in Lawrenceville, where we're kind of like a background band, background music. So we're
Yeah,
doing-
people like to
we're
talk
doing
there.
3
Yeah.
hours is kind of like calm and soft as possible,
Okay. Whereas you go to other venues and
Yeah, and
it's
everywhere,
you,
and
it's
everywhere
about
in
you.
between,
Balls
we've
to the
also
walls.
played balls to the wall 4-hour-long sets,
Yes, we have.
which are awesome.
So you've got 4 hours of stuff to play.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
Yeah, more than
Yeah, more.
yeah.
But so
Well,
you,
actually,
so a lot of the
no,
stuff
I
you're
would-
playing, you don't have
We probably
recorded.
have 4 hours to
Yeah.
play, but like that's not how it actually works out on stage. Like
We do take breaks in
yeah,
that
if you
Yeah.
take
4
you,
hour
take,
at
you
least.
play a 4-hour show,
A little bit of banter.
You're
Yeah.
playing 3 hours of music in a 4-hour slot.
You guys try to put a little comedy in between sets.
No, but I mean,
she
look
tries.
at this.
My,
It's hard not to.
I've got like 2 jokes that I use, and I hope that other people haven't heard before. What did you?
He said that we are jokes. Yeah.
She didn't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can continue that.
I can't wait to hear what you're about to say. Yeah.
No, that's it.
What you,
Okay,
you have
so-
two,
I have 2 jokes,
two
and I just hope.
appropriate jokes
Yeah.
that you test a crowd with and make
Yeah.
them more uncomfortable than they already are
Yeah.
when we're playing in a place. Like
So you're setting them up to let them down, kind of, or letting them down
Yeah.
to set them. Well, you know. what
Lower
I'm
that
saying.
expectation before you get to know them, and then when you blow their dick back, then it's like, whoa, look, the
That's-
Randys.
that's
oh
what I
God, I
do.
can't say that on
Yeah,
here.
you can. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it's just
You can say cunt, pussy, whatever on this show. It's
Oh, I
fine.
would never
I don't want to be vulgar.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not vulgar.
Blow their dick back though. I've never heard that one before.
Oh,
I guess that's a girl thing.
No,
Yeah.
I think that's one of ours actually.
Is it?
I think.
So I use the
she's
same
been
approach.
hanging out with us too long.
yeah.
I use the same approach with lowering expectations right at the beginning with dating. So, yeah. So what's next on the what were we talking about? Tour. The tour. You
Oh,
guys have
yeah.
a tour. So are you in the middle of this tour right now, or?
Oh no.
no, we canceled it right before the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to,
Start trying to book one.
yeah.
What's the farthest away one that you're going to?
We've been to New York. We've been to Texas. We haven't hit West Coast yet.
How do you go about setting that up online or something?
I'm a genius.
All right.
Yeah.
She's persistent.
I'm extremely persistent.
So you're just shotgun method, just
Yeah.
You just have to make phone calls, emails,
send demos. Yeah.
Say I'll write.
I fake
I'll
accents.
write you a script.
Yeah. I'll
Like a telemarketer.
I'll mimic the voice of the other person on the other side so they feel like they know me. Like,
Oh my God.
I'm
Facebook background searches and
yeah, I get to know
It's like,
people.
hi, called Cinco. Well, hi, girl.
That explains that cemetery trot song. Yeah,
Cemetery Trot.
stalking.
Yeah, well, no, he wrote that. Remember, those were his lyrics
How about you though?
about me
you being
stalking.
the stalker?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so
yes.
you're heading to. So you are going to Texas, or you had to cancel?
We've already
that show?
been. We
to
were
Dallas.
Yeah, we've been Dallas, Fort Worth.
Where did you play in Dallas? I used to live there.
Nice. Was it Lola's or was that Dallas Fort? Yeah, Dallas Fort Worth was Lola's.
Lowe's, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a big deal.
Yeah, Todd Mayo, man, that guy's a freaking gem. You'd love him.
Who?
Todd Mayo.
Todd
He's
Mayo.
a really nice dude.
I'll write it down.
You should. You'd love him. He's a Pisces.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down with you guys after this and get a bunch of musical references because I'm running out of stuff.
You got
I
it.
listen to the Strokes nonstop now.
I do like
mean,
the
that's
Strokes.
it.
I really do.
The
Yep.
Strokes, and I've been listening to the band Spoon.
Oh, hey,
God, they're
I
so
forgot.
good,
Spoon
dude.
was fantastic.
Don't you
Yeah, we
ever?
did.
Are they still playing?
Oh my God, they played with Cage the Elephant.
It's funny.
I love
and
Cage the
Beck.
Elephant
Like, I
too.
feel like we went for different reasons to the concert. Like it was
We all
it was a Beck concert that they went to see
Cage the Elephant.
and I went to see Spoon.
It was
Nobody
good.
was
But then
actually there to
everybody
see Beck.
Yeah, I
but
don't
then
care.
we
Us.
watched it
Beck's
anyway,
kind of
and
like
we
it.
were
I don't know. I like him, but
He
it's.
wasn't bad.
I saw him play at
He's fine.
Bonnaroo, and he was a dickhead, dude. He was
Oh.
an asshole. He's making fun of the hippies and stuff, and I was like, "Who are you?" I feel like he's really mean to his girlfriends. Yeah. Well, he came and
Read the
they,
room, Beck.
he didn't even come on stage, dude. He had puppets in front of,
Oh.
like they were behind the curtains, which is kind of cool aesthetically and like artistically.
Okay.
But like he was talking shit. I hope he hears this. That'd be hilarious.
Beck,
wouldn't it?
We fucking know.
Get it
man.
together, man. Be nicer, Beck. Be a
Yeah.
nicer person.
You're getting older. You're supposed to be a role model.
What
or
kind of
something.
name is that anyway? It's like half a girl's name.
Your mother should be so proud. Yeah.
No, but it was just these crappy little puppets, and I was like, I'm moving on, you know. My buddies were like, "What are you talking about? It's Beck," and I was like, "I'm gonna go watch Flaming Lips."
Flaming
Okay.
Lips are great.
Anyways.
Yeah,
Oh,
Flaming
that was the
Lips are
craziest
great.
shit I've ever
I think I
seen.
probably
Yeah.
would have been there.
I would have
anyway.
never seen Beck if that
Yeah.
was.
I
If there
just
was an option between
Yeah.
the two.
I had just eaten some shiitake mushrooms, and I went and watched the Flaming Lips, and
Oh, nice.
Wayne
all
Coyne.
that vitamin
was
D.
playing, you know?
Yeah. Wayne Coyne comes down in a UFO that they built, like built a UFO, comes out of the top of it in this bubble, like a hamster ball bubble. And then they had these giant helium balloons floating, and they passed out laser lights to 80,000 people, little red laser lights.
Oh my God.
And he held up a mirror, and everybody pointed their laser light at him at the same time, fog machines.
Man.
Hot girls and wearing alien outfits and hot girls wearing Santa Claus outfits on this side.
Don't see the relevance, but that's okay.
No, it
'cause
didn't
they're
make
hot.
any sense at all. But I
If you
mean,
can have them, why not?
oh, it was
true.
beautiful, man. I was. They played "Do You Realize?" and I just started crying. Like it was that
Wow.
awesome. And
That's
he said something that I plan on using in the future. He said, "The way you feel right now, this party like festival atmosphere, take it out into the world and like use it every day. Like feel
Aw.
like this." And it was just really touching.
That's nice.
Okay. So we're gonna break into your video. You want to explain the 2 videos that you have coming up?
Sure.
Well, first one be Good Happiness, which is one of our newest songs. Like, they're both 2 new songs.
Brand new.
Okay.
One that Kurt wrote.
Oh shit, it's a debut. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yes,
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're
Good
welcome.
Happiness. The first one there.
You gonna let the song explain
I wrote
itself?
that one, and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
Jason wrote
Jason wrote another
second-
one called Running
the
Around.
second one that we'll
Yeah.
have you guys play.
Cool. Yeah. Well, we're running short on time, I believe. Where are we at, Chris?
4 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go ahead and leave you guys with that. Randy's, thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
What we actually are doing a show May 1st at the Sober Bar with Parent and Kids, and we've also got a show in Terre Haute May 14th at the Verve. So
That's in Terre Haute also.
yeah.
Day on
Actually,
May
What's the
14th.
Sober
We'll be
Bar?
doing an acoustic set at the Verve on the 14th in the
Earlier.
afternoon.
We will link it in the description. Yeah.
Sure,
Where's
yeah.
the Sober
It's a
Bar?
full set at night.
Yeah, that's right. We're 5 hours in Terre Haute that night. But
Hell yeah.
no, Sober Bar's in Willow Hill.
Okay.
So it's a really special kind of
Which is
venue, and we really
Illinois.
Oblong.
Yes,
basically
Oblong.
Okay.
right outside of Oblong.
I know where that's at.
Yeah.
Parent Kids, nice kids.
Is it actual Sober Bar? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. That'll reach a lot of my people
Yeah.
actually. So
Yeah.
I've got a lot of people in
Not a lot of
recovery.
bars, but
yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, no, it's fine. You know, hey.
Well, I mean,
Well-
the people that we play to around here normally in bars and stuff, so it's like not.
Knocking it back.
Yeah. Well, you got to have a little piece for everybody, and everybody's got to be tolerant of each other, honestly. Yeah. So, is there anything you want to say to your fans or just the world in general before we take off? And I really appreciate you guys, man. Yeah.
Are you there? Fans or what?
I've heard of these.
Yeah.
No, just say.
Good to see you.
All right.
Thank
Check
you
us
for
out.
having us.
No problem,
Yeah,
man.
Alex, you know what? I
Yeah.
think
Well,
that's
I've always
what we
loved you
should say.
guys, and Kurt, me and you go back like car seats. KT, we go back. Jason, we just getting to know each other, but you're a hell of a dude, man. And
Thanks, Alex.
thanks for kicking it, y'all. Hit us up next week where we have on Ethan McKee from the RRTP program at the VA in Marion, Illinois. We love y'all, and as always, be well.
We don't talk much anymore. The secrets were too heavy to hold. It wasn't right, just right at the time. Now we're living together alone. And then I remember what it's like to be alive, and it all comes
1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you supposed to do when nothing ever goes right? And you feel like you're losing touch. Your troubles keep piling up. No one ever seems to be enough. What's going on inside your mind? Would you tell me you're blind to the terrible things you say and you do? You can call these fools your friends, but what they do just depends on what they think that they can get out of you. Haven't heard from you in days. Are you running around or running away? Haven't heard from you in days. Are you running around or running away? You can pretend that it's all falling into place, and you've got no more time to waste. You can tell yourself a lie if it's what you need to survive. But I know you and I know you're scared that you're never going anywhere. When you find your way back home, there is something I need you to know, to know, to know, to know, to know. It may come as a surprise in this dark and dreary life. Even when you're miles away, you are never alone. You are never alone. Haven't heard from you in days. Are you running around or running away? Haven't heard from you in days. Are you running around or running away? Haven't heard from you in days. Haven't heard from you in days. Haven't heard from you in days.